So we've gone over volume of all these shapes in previous lessons. Today we're going to do complex volume, where we combine these shapes and make more complicated shapes. So let's look at this first example. It says below is a cylinder inside another cylinder, and the smaller cylinder is solid. So I'm just going to color that smaller cylinder in. This is the solid one. Water is poured in. Determine the volume of water in the cylinder. So if I was thinking this like a pitcher, maybe that middle solid piece is ice, and then we're going to fill in water around it. So I need the volume of two cylinders in this picture. I need the big cylinder and the smaller red cylinder. I'm going to start with the smaller red one. So the little cylinder's volume, if I look above at the volume equations, it's the area of the base, pi r squared, times the height. The radius of that smaller cylinder, diameter is 5, so 2.5 is my radius. So 2.5 squared times the height, which is 12. There's the height. So I just got to type this in my calculator. The volume of the little cylinder, 2.5 squared is 6.25, times 12 is 75. So 75 pi is the volume of the little cylinder. LC stands for little cylinder. So that's how much space is being taken up by that solid piece. Now I'm going to find the volume of the big cylinder. Same thing, it's still going to be pi r squared times the height. It's a cylinder. So pi, the radius of the big cylinder, I see the diameter is 10, so my radius is 5. And the height is still 12. So 25 times 12 is 300 pi. So the big cylinder could hold 300 pi. But there's that middle piece that's taking up space and that's solid. So the water can't go in there. To find the volume of the water, I need to take my big cylinder, which could hold 300 pi, but the solid piece is not going to be filled with water because it's solid. So I'm going to subtract that out. So I'm taking 300 pi minus 75 pi. So the volume of the water is 225 pi. It doesn't say if it wants tenths or in terms of pi, but if you're a person that likes to see it in tenths as well, if we multiply this by pi, it's 706.86 centimeters cubed. This is centimeters cubed as well. So that's how much water fits in that pitcher. I try the inside or the next page. There's an example of another complex volume problem. So here we have two shapes. We have a cone and a cylinder. And again, I want to find the volume of both shapes. I'm going to start with the cylinder. I think it's easier. So here's my cylinder. Volume of the cylinder is pi r squared times the height. The radius of the cylinder I see up here is 4. And my height of the cylinder is 7. So 4 squared is 16. 16 times 7 is 112. So the volume of the cylinder is 112 pi. Okay, I'm going to need that later, because I'm trying to find the total volume of this silo. So there's a cylinder and a cone. So I need to find the volume of the cone as well. That's a third pi r squared times height. Well, I see my radius of the cone is 4. So it's 1/3 pi r squared times the height. But I don't see a height for my cone. In the question, they told me the silo has a height of 10 feet. So the whole thing has a height of 10. So now I see that this part is 7 for the cylinder. So the height of the cone must be 3, because 3 plus 7 is 10 total feet. So I'm going to use that 3 as my height. So that's 12 pi, because 4 times 3 is 12. A third of 12 is 4. So the volume of the cone is 4 pi. So to determine the volume of the total or composite shape, I need to have my cone plus my cylinder, because I can fit material in this whole thing. So that is 116 pi. So volume total for BT is 116 pi. Or if you want that as a decimal, 364.4 feet cubed.